We are told in the scriptures that we are to seek the Lord, seek to learn more about him, seek to obey his word, even seek to follow him more closely. And that's what we're going to talk about this week in our morning devotions. Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisseton, Illinois, with your thoughts for Monday. There are way too many people in this world who are not seeking after God at all. I mean, they're too caught up in their own ways, in the pleasures of this present world, or they're caught up in their own pride and arrogance, and they would never yield any control of their life to God or anyone else for that matter. But the scriptures warn us and beg us to seek after God in this life before it's too late. Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6 says, "Seek you the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Let the wicked man forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return to the Lord, and he will have mercy on him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon." Seeking the Lord is not just attending a church or reading some verses in the Bible from time to time. Real seeking after the Lord will bring tremendous life-changing results in our heart and in our life. But notice that the prophet says, "Seek the Lord while he may be found." Now, this seems to imply that seeking after God has an urgency to it in our lives. I mean, certainly there are seasons of seeking in a person's life where God is maybe drawing them more than at other times, or circumstances that occur in our lives. Perhaps there are those frightening occurrences that draw us to know more about God, or even to turn to him for direction, for comfort, for strength. And statistics tell us that most believers came to know God before the age of 25, or even before the ages of 16 and 18. Maybe growing up in a church setting where they heard more about the Lord. That does not mean that older adults cannot get saved, but the chances go down tremendously as age creeps up on us. We lose interest in God, or maybe we just get busy with our own lives and seeking after things here. He says to call upon him while he is near, which also implies that there are times in a person's life when he is directly feeling the tug of the Spirit to seek after God more than at other times. A part of their quest or that search will seek for a change in our lives from where we have been living. He says, "Let the wicked man forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts." There can be no distractions by Satan and this world if we're truly seeking after God. This line that says, "Let him return to the Lord," reminds us that, after all, we were his in the beginning. We were his creation, his handiwork. Satan has drawn us away by certain things, but he's calling us back to God. And this line that says, "Let him return to the Lord," that's a definite turnaround. That is a change in a person's life where they say, "I'm not going this direction anymore. I'm going that direction." Okay? And if we're serious about returning to the Lord with the change in our actions and our thoughts to show that quest is genuine, he says he will have mercy on us. Now, certainly we need God's mercy. That is his unmerited favor that has really no reason for it. God just loves us that much. Not that we deserve it. He wants to draw us back to himself. That unmerited favor to come to the Lord and come back to the Lord where we were in the first place. And he reminds us that he will abundantly pardon. I love that picture here, which is where God forgives the person of all their sin and wipes it away, cleanses that long list that they once had, cleanses their heart, and draws them to God where he can be a follower. He can be a believer, where he has a whole new destiny now. He's headed for heaven in eternity.